So I feel like I've had to address this for a long time now about One Piece and a lot of the stuff that's been going on. I know that recently I've got a lot of controversy with like what I've been saying about One Piece. And before I really get into that, let me just get straight off. This chapter was awesome. It was amazing. No denying that. This is just going to be me about overall on One Piece at the moment and just how I generally feel about it. Then I'll get into my actual chapter review of 787 as of this recording. Now, a lot of people say, like, complaining about me saying, like, oh, I gave One Piece a low score. I don't understand Oda's greatness that he's planning throughout this entirety of this stuff. But this is one thing that a lot of people have to understand. This is my own opinion. If you liked the chapter, that is completely fine. That is your opinion. I respect that. But when you come onto my video or when I'm commenting on someone else's one, like being friendly or just like talking like that or getting really hyped over another series, and you start calling it like one of the worst things since fucking sliced bread, and then you start over fucking hyping, say, oh, this is a fucking godly series, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I am this fucking done with One Piece at the moment. I am literally up to here because, not gonna lie, a lot of you guys are cool with it, but it's honestly at this point just the grinding slow pacing, and I don't even think the fans can do that. Like, yeah, he's got a big overarching story. I really do love One Piece. I think it's an amazing story like there, but the slow pacing, the grinding, and please do not in that. The actual tournament that we had throughout the entirety of this arc was fucking boring. Most of that, like, who the fuck cared about Blue Gilly? Who the fuck cared about Dong Jin Zhao and his giant starfish head? Literally, and that's the thing, no one would have even talked about that chapter if Sabo wasn't there. No one would have said a word about this arc if it wasn't just the one character. And that's why I like other series sometimes a lot more, because with One Piece, I'm not having that much fun with it anymore, guys. Honestly, I have to physically find myself like, get up there. I still find that I still get those moments, especially in the latest chapter. I'm like, yes, this is fucking awesome. This is what I want. But when I'm spending most of my time looking at a chapter, seeing tontadas, seeing pointless fucking fight, and then all this giant build up and these like some of these long ass fights, like fucking Zoro and Pika's fight for like nearly a year, and then seeing that just like fights going to die in one shot, and then you're like making shots at other series that do one shots all the time. Like, just stop. It's just stop, really. It's fucking pathetic. Like, honestly, guys, I think this is what's going to happen. I'm probably going to like finish this arc, chapter reviews probably whenever it ends. But after that, I'm probably not going to review this series anymore. Like, if it had a chapter there or two, maybe I might talk about it, but this is one of the reasons why I had to stop doing the anime, because the anime's pacing is just disgustingly bad. And I just, honestly, it's just that was one of the reasons I just couldn't do it. And I'm here right now, like, I'm tapping out. Like, I'm literally tapping out of the chokehold that is One Piece at the moment. It's really enjoyable. When I say it's slow-paced or like this was an average chapter, that doesn't mean I'm shitting on the story. But when people are calling this like the best series in the whole fucking planet, people forget about Foxy, people forget about Tontadas, people forget about the pointless Caribou stuff, a lot of pointless stuff in Fishman Island, a lot of stuff that was not really important, and no one, like, just Glacial. So if you're talking about other series and you're shitting on them, that's cool. I know I do it sometimes, but if they like it, that's cool, and if you like that stuff, that's cool. But yeah, that's really, I talked way enough about this. I want to talk about the chapter now. But yeah, that's pretty much it, because I am so sick and tired of the One Piece fans just going absolutely nuts every week because I didn't like something that they didn't like. So there you go, guys. You don't have to hear me bitch about this long enough anymore. So yeah, I've had to address this for a while. So yeah, that's it. So there you go. That's it. I'm pretty much just done now, and I am literally just done. And I really, really have like not got any faith at all or any interest at the moment to really go back into this series. So there you go. So let's get on with this actual chapter. This one was actually a really cool one. We actually got to see like Sabo beating the shit out of Jesus Virgins, and it was like, honestly, this is the stuff that I want in the series, where you have got a bunch of stuff happening and it's going all the way at like a good pacing. From like when you see like Sabo saying, well, I'm like protecting his little brother, like I'm not holding you responsible for it, but from now on I have Lucy's back. Remember that well. I was just like, yeah, you're the guys that were like caused like fucking like Ace getting captured in the horrible Summit War, and he's like, he's like, I'm not blaming you in particular, but it's like you don't fuck with me. You don't fuck with my little brother. I really like that, and like just like Jesus, like, oh, you think you're gonna fuck with me like that? And it's just like he's like, what, I'm gonna take him down, and I really like that. And it's just like Luffy saying, oh yeah, it's like fruit. It's like, of course, I ain't letting anyone else have what's left of him. And it just when he just pulled out the fucking like flame fire flame dragon king, and he just like knocked him like just clean the fuck out on like the other side of the fucking buildings and stuff. I was like, that's what I've been wanting to see for Sabo in a while, not just the little whispers in the wind, like, oh, hey guys, I'm waving, like, hey guys, I'm just here to have a cool moment. It's like, no, this shows you don't fuck with him, and just Don Flamingo just wrecking motherfuckers. He just like, he cleaned out the fucking area. He's like, yo, get the fuck out of here, Straw Hat. I'll show you what regret is. I'll make you fear me. Like, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, coming out there. And, like, no one else can do anything at the moment because fucking Zoro is using Armored Haki, like, just going out there, trying to, like, using his swords and, like, trying to push back the fucking cage with just raw strength. And the same thing with like Frankie and like with like all the Tontalas, they're trying to push the factory so the birdcage stops like pushing them and getting fucked up. And I like that, like even like some of like people that are there like in the town, it's like just like trying to stop the civilians, and they were just like, oh, just fucking move. Like, we ain't got time for this shit. Like, see, this is what the Coliseum people should have done. They should have just honestly done stuff like that, had a page or two, and it's just like, yeah, just get the fuck out of the way. We ain't got time for this, people. Just go to the center of the birdcage. Get the fuck out of my way. And it's just like, we luckily, like, the minutes are going by really fast. It's just like, I think there was like 3 minutes now left until like Luffy's recovered. And yeah, this was a great chapter, guys. That's what I've been saying. This is real good One Piece material. This is really good. It isn't slow. It isn't like bad. There isn't just boring Tontara shit. It's generally stuff I care about, and it's just like, fucking everywhere is chaotic right now. The fucking Navy's having a hard time dealing with this shit. Like, all the people from the Coliseum are trying to help. Sabo and Jesus, like, going in. Like, Luffy's just there fucking barely hanging on. Zoro's trying to keep the birdcage alongside with Frankie. Just by the two of them with some Tontanas. It's just like, that's a lot of stuff to talk about and a lot of good shit in there. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorite chapters this week. It probably is my favorite chapter this week, and I give this one a solid 9. I thought this was a great chapter. So yeah, thank you very much for watching as always. Yeah, I know I rambled a bit on the start, but yeah, I had to address that, guys, because I was really losing it with a lot of the feedback that I've been getting about like some recent stuff about One Piece. So yeah, sorry if I rambled on too much about that, but yeah, that's the situation with One Piece now. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.